stop being a part of the plastic problem. Okay, I found 12 benefits of using a SteriPen here. They can help you save the planet, as well as put a lot more money in your pocket and more. So the story about me is I first learned about the SteriPen. I was actually on the Pacific Crest Trail. I was hiking in an Oregon section. And I used this Sawyer water filter where it would attach to something and you would have to squeeze the water through the filter. And I was doing it and it was such a pain in the butt. I had some real issues at it. And I was at this one water hole, right? And this thing was just ridden with mosquitoes. I had this mosquito net all over me, but they were still biting the crap out of me. I found this one couple and, he just brought this little pen out and he just did this little thing and it was done. And I was like, what the heck are you using, right? And he told me about the SteriPen. And he even made kind of fun of me about what I was doing because, that's the iron grip, right? Like, iron grip. And at the time, the Sawyer water filter was the main one. That's what everybody was using. I thought that was the gold standard. But this little pen that uses UV light that kills the bacteria was just so amazing. I purchased one, and I've been using it ever since. I used it all through India. I went all the way through northern India using this bad boy. I took it all through Southeast Asia. I lived in Cambodia for a little while. I used it in Europe. I used it backpacking around America, and even using it to filter water where I live. So it really is amazing. So the number one benefit is how easy it is to use. I mean, again, it takes like 90 seconds and you just wiggle it around the water and it's filtered. So that's really, really cool. Another thing is it saves you a ton of money. I mean, when you go traveling, I think a lot of locals know that they're trying to make money off of you, which is, good for them. But they know they're thirsty and they can jack up the water in certain areas and it can really add up. I hate buying water because why am I buying water? It's just the extra money just leaving in my pocket for something I don't even need to do. And it really adds up a lot. So even if you just use this thing just a few times, it'll pay for itself real quickly. And after that, it's all profit. You put money back in your pocket. Okay. Another really great thing about this is this thing will kill viruses, 99.99% of viruses, and not just with bacteria. If you look at a lot of water filters out there, they just kind of do bacteria. Boiling water can work too, but it could take a really long time to kill viruses. And what's really fascinating, like a stomach virus, you don't want that because then you'll be dehydrated more. And you'll be, rapid fluid loss in a foreign country, especially if you're backpacking. That's just a nightmare. Having diarrhea, no fun at all. And all it takes is one tiny little virus, and it can multiply inside you, which is kind of fascinating. With bacteria, you need to ingest a whole lot. So viruses are, in some ways, I'm more scared about than bacteria. And of course, the main thing is it definitely helps out with plastic bottles. It feels pretty good not buying plastic water bottles and that end up in the landfills and oceans. And this is very important in remote regions where they just don't have a poor system to manage waste. And this single SteriPen is actually rated around 8,000 treatments. So say one treatment is one plastic bottle. Now, of course, this thing can filter a lot more than one plastic bottle with one use. But just say it's like that, right? That's 8,000 plastic bottles. This is around 160 standard trash bags. Lying those bottles to end, it would go for over a mile. So it can really make a big difference. And not just with plastic water bottles, but believe it or not, it takes 3 liters of water to manufacture 1 liter bottle. So the whole making bottles in the United States, it's like 17 million barrels of oil to make the plastic. It's crazy, right? And a lot of people think that, I can just recycle it. Well, believe it or not, this is sad. Less than 10% of plastic actually gets recycled. The rest ends up in landfills or in the ocean. It can take 450 years to decompose. It's a long-ass time. Okay. Another one is actually the benefits, the health benefits. Because if you eat a lot of plastic water bottles, and I have it all here on the screen if you want to geek out, There's actually a lot of little plastic fragments that you can't see that can end up inside you, and that's not good. Another big benefit is, well, with a plastic water bottle is bacteria, believe it or not. If the water's been sitting in the plastic for a long time, it can grow a little bacteria that you can't see, and that kind of ends up in it. There's also heavy metals, there's PET, and that's really bad for you. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Also the weight. I mean, these puppies, if you're into backpacking, I know some people, back when we did the Pacific Crest Trail, some people were nuts about weight, but it's 3.6 ounces. This is no weight at all. I mean, it's like, it takes up less space than, look at this puppy, like a pair of socks or whatever. So it's great. I think when I did the Pacific Crest Trail, I didn't bring any cooking gear. I just ate Snickers bars. And that's the way to go. I mean, you don't have to cook, you don't have to clean. It's very fast. Snickers bars and anything with lots of calories that don't take up a lot of weight and space is just the way to do it. And, yeah. And running out of water when you're hiking is no fun. I actually did that when I was on this mountain. And luckily a couple came by with some water and I had to beg for it. But it's no joke. Dehydration is no joke. I recently just watched a video on the Outdoor Survival channel about a whole family. They went down to get some, for a hike, and they only brought 3 liters of water for all 4 of them. It was like a dog and a child, and they all died. It just can hit you. Boom, dehydration. It's no joke at all. But what's kind of cool about the SteriPen is it actually will tell you when it's filtered, and it's psychological. Because here's the thing, if you boil water, how do you know when it's done? You just don't. So you can boil it for 30, who knows when it's done, right? This will tell you. So that's kind of cool as well. Another really cool benefit too, which a lot of people don't think about, is if you travel overseas and say you go to a cafe or maybe you go out to a restaurant and you order water, and you don't want to insult them. So real quickly, you can kind of just filter it real quick, discreetly. This thing's very discreet. It's not like you're building a whole system out or something like that. So it can kind of help you blend in too, because not feel like a tourist, which is really cool. And the one that I recommend, this thing is USB right here. This doesn't take batteries, so you can recharge it anywhere you want, and you don't have to worry about the batteries. And the batteries aren't good as well for the environment. And yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. They also end up in landfills, and I have it all right here. Batteries, 15 billion single-use batteries are still thrown in landfills every year, and a single AA battery has enough toxic stuff to contaminate 400 liters of water for 50 years. Dang. Another benefit, if I haven't given you enough already, is a flashlight. This thing has a little flashlight too, which can come in handy. It's like a backup light, and if something fails, it's also good to look at the water, see, before you drink it and stuff like that. I've used it. Next up, it's better tasting water. Oh, before I forget too, if you like this video and you've got something, please like the video and subscribe too. That means a lot to me. But yeah, it's better tasting water. I don't know if you ever tried the iodine tablets or the chlorine drops. I think I tried those a long time ago, and it just tasted funny. The swampy taste, or something like that. I can't really describe it. Metallic. It just tastes weird. And if you go out there and backpacking, some of the natural water just tastes really cool, and you want to enjoy that natural taste. This can give that to you, but then again, not give you the bad viruses or bacteria in it. And it's speed. I mean, again, 90 seconds, boom, you're done. So that's pretty much about it. And if you want this whole post with more resources, and there's lots of other really cool things in here, I'll put the link down below in the description and the first comment, and you can you can check it out as well. So I hope this video might have been at least a little bit helpful to you. And again, I've used this thing so much throughout traveling. I remember one time I was living in Cambodia and somebody stole it, and I was really bummed out because I had to buy water. I was like, fuck, this sucks, man. I don't want to buy water. I had to like order it, and I was like waiting for it to come in. I was like, oh, I got it. My precious. Like Lord of the Rings, you know? So, I can't, I don't go anywhere without this puppy. And I use it, you know, even at home. I have to filter my own water. It's amazing. And it's dirt cheap. I'll put the link down below to it, and you can check it out and see what the prices are. But yeah, that's the way to go. Number one tool out there. If you do know anything better, please tell me in the comments below than this. I don't know. Anyways, you have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Take care. Bye.